Wonder what's keeping Tom and Frank. You right?
Me? Yeah, sure. I've breezed through my exams. I've got a business to run. Why shouldn't I be?
Oh, I get it. You can't take that true love romance stuff seriously. It's trash. It's an escape for bored housewives stuck in a routine.
This is brilliant. It's Alan's. God, it took guts to write, and it took guts for Fisher to get it published.
Why did he cop heaps, did he?
Oh, and the rest. But man, this would knock half the HSC texts off the shelf. It's going to blow everybody out.
Oh, greetings, slaves. Your Lord and Master arrives from another hard day at the office. Where's Pip?
Oh, she's helping some of the new arrivals get settled in. Hey, can you do us a favour?
As long as it doesn't need any mental or physical exertion and you get me a beer, yeah, sure.
No worries. We need the car.
What? Oh, no, that's a completely different matter.
Well, she's got a licence.
Yes, I know that. But I don't think her feet can reach the pedals.
Oh, don't be stupid. We've got to go see Carly.
Well, I don't see her making any effort to come and see us.
But yeah, well, we thought maybe our HSC results might give us something to think about. So what's taking Frank so long?
Stacey asked him to work back. She's got it in for everybody at the moment. Well, you might as well give Carly those, seeing as she couldn't be bothered picking them up at Christmas.
Well, I'll get you that beer first.
No, you two can hit the road. I'll get it myself.
Oh, you guys must have been waiting outside for ages. Why didn't you just stick the stupid thing in your autographs?
We didn't mind waiting. Thought it might be a good chance to catch up, have a chat.
Oh, yeah, what about?
Oh, come on, Steve. We've done what we came for.
Yeah, well, it's not every day you get your HSC results back. You want to celebrate.
Oh, you want a drink? Well, why didn't you say so? How about I make us one of my specials, the Carly Crusher? There.
Just the juice for me if you go on.
Yeah, me too. I'm driving.
Well, aren't you going to open your results?
Oh, they're totally irrelevant if you ask me. Anyway, I'm living the kind of life I want to live. I mean, what difference is a little piece of paper going to make?
Well,
No, they don't matter. So why bother reading them?
We brought these for you too. The Christmas presents.
Oh, Christmas, I forgot about that. Now, you sure that you don't want to drink? No? Okay, well, then what for me then? Here's to life in the big city. Anyway, Marcus and Stefan run this club, and they said if I want a job, I can be a hostess or something, but who knows what'll happen.
Ooh. Oh, gee. Well, that running around today must have worn me out. What do you reckon, Steve?
I haven't opened my presents yet, and you went to all the trouble bringing them down. You know, I thought about coming up, but everything seemed to just fly. I suppose everything got off on the usual games and party tricks.
Yeah, you should have seen it. Tell me.
Whole lot of kid stuff, really, isn't it? Who bought this, you?
Oh, I've got better things to do. Come on, Steve.
Yeah, right.
No, it's okay, there's a lot more.
You might as well have this as an invite to the wedding. But don't bother coming if you don't feel up to it. And go easy on the Terps, will you? I grew up in a house drowning in the stuff.
Oh, yeah, great to see you again. Must get together for a few more laughs sometime.
Come down any time. Tell Pippa I'd love to see her. Sam misses you too. I better be going.
I was thinking I was thinking of a weekend. Gonna whip up to the farm, grab a sheep, chuck it on the ground, shore it, put the wool in the bag, bring it to the city and bingo. Pick up well, they're still right. And almonds are great because they've got...
Yes, Pippa Fletcher. No, not next of kin, foster parents. Why, what's happened? Oh, my God, when? It's not as if she's on the critical list.
I know. I think I should be there, that's all.
Oh, if I need you, I'll phone. There's no point in both of us racing to town like a couple of maniacs.
Well, I can't help thinking that we're partly responsible, Pip. I mean, poor kid, she probably thinks we don't give a damn.
You don't want to make a big drama out of this. Anyway, Stacey won't be too impressed if you take the day off work.
Yeah, but you're going to need a bit of moral support.
Well, we'll be fine. I've got Stephen.
You think you know how to handle this?
I know the sort of stuff she's been going through. I can talk some sense into her.
Oh, it's not sense she needs, a bit of sympathy.
Well, I'm sympathetic. It was Bobby and I tried to bring her back, remember?
If we need you, we'll phone Tom, I promise.
Yeah, what made her take to drugs anyway?
Who knows?
Well, the way she was going, it was probably just an experiment that went wrong.
Whatever the reason, there's no point in us standing here torturing
All right.
ourselves.
All right, point taken.
wait here. I'll see her alone first. Carly? Are you awake?
Made such a mess of everything. It was fantastic to start with. Annabelle put the ad in the paper for a flatmate and I answered it. She was stoked when she found out how much I looked like Samantha. Anyway, she got me the job in the advertising agency and I met all the friends. And they were really hip. It was great. We'd go out every night. We'd always get into the VIP bars at the clubs and the discos because they thought I was Samantha. We had a fantastic time. All these guys would chat me up and buy me drinks. It was great.
But the novelty wore off.
Yeah, well, I was the novelty. They lost interest and they dumped me. Annabelle stopped asking me out. She told me to steer clear of the flat for the night. So I just go to the movies by myself or go and visit one of the others. And I knew they didn't want me around anymore.
You sound like a charming crowd of people.
Yeah, well, that's not the worst part.
Oh?
Well, see, I knew Annabelle took drugs. I mean, they all did it. They offered it to me a couple of times, but I never took it because I didn't need it like they did. I was enjoying myself anyway. Until I saw Annabelle sell some stuff to this girl. Stuff that I'd never seen before.
Annabelle's a dealer.
Yeah. Anyway, I asked her about it and we had this big fight. She told me I was a boring kid with a country town mentality. So I tried it to prove that I wasn't.
It wasn't the smartest thing to do, Carly. The doctor said you had a violent allergic reaction. You could have died.
Yeah, well, I thought I was dying. It was an awful life, Pippa. The people were so horrible.
Why didn't you get in touch? We could have helped you.
No, you're always helping me. I didn't want to screw things up anymore. Plus, I couldn't stand the thought of all the I told you so's.
No one would have said I told you so. We all missed you. We would have been so happy to see you.
It was so bad when Bobby and Stephen came over. I mean, I really wanted to tell them how horrible it was. I couldn't. So I just pretended I was too cool to be bothered with them. Oh, God, they must think I'm such a jerk.
It's up to you what they think. If you take a good look at yourself and admit the mistakes you've made, they'll be with you all the way, Carly. You know they will. Okay? You can come in now.
About time. God, it was depressing.
Hi.
Hi. You look terrible.
Oh, thanks. I feel terrible.
Oh, no wonder if you're going to go stick illegal powders up your nose.
Thanks for the public health warning, Stephen, but can we leave the post-mortems till later? Look, why don't you two go and get a cup of coffee? I'm going to go and get Carly's things.
What, are you coming back with us?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, I'll come with you.
Oh, I think you and Annabelle can spare the fond farewells. See you back here?
You were right, you and Bobby.
You don't have to say that.
Yes, I do. It's true. You were right, I was wrong. I got mixed up in a bad crowd. I admit it. They were just a bunch of good timers.
Well, I didn't say there was anything wrong with having a good time. You make me sound like a wowser.
I don't mean it like that. I was pretty unbearable those times you came to see me.
Yeah.
Thank you for not giving up on me. You're a good friend, Steve.
Come, I'll buy you a drink at the cafeteria.
Yes?
Annabelle Hayes?
Who wants to know?
Pippa Fletcher.
And who are you?
I'm Carly Morris's foster mother. I want a word with you.
What's this got to do with me?
You were the supplier.
So? I didn't force feed her. It was Carly's choice.
She was out of the depth in the big city. You didn't offer her any support, nothing. You just plied her with drugs.
Look, it's her life. She does what she likes. Why should I care?
Oh, yes, why should you care? Carly paid the rent. She was good for a few laughs. Oh, a bit backward because she wouldn't try the drug scene. But you'd soon change your mind about that, which you did, and it almost killed you.
I don't have to listen to this.
I really don't care if you end up in some gutter somewhere because of your revolting habit. But Carly...
I think you should leave.
I have no intention of leaving. People who use drugs need their heads read, but dealers are the scum of the earth.
Deal.
Really? I'm sure the police will be glad to hear that.
What are you talking about?
They're on their way here.
You called them.
Yes.
You're lying.
Am I? I think they'd like to take a look around.
Well, they won't find anything.
I hope so, for your sake. A girl spent last night in hospital after taking drugs you gave her. The police are very interested, believe me. Destroying the evidence.
You were bluffing. The cops would have been here by now.
They'll be here, sooner or later. They'll catch up with you.
Do you know what you just cost me?
About 10 years off your life.
Oh, very funny. You owe me about $2 grand.
I don't owe you anything. That stuff you peddle is lethal, not to mention illegal. Now it's where it belongs, down the toilet.
You'll pay.
You don't frighten me, young lady. Your tactics might work with the impressionable kids you exploit, but not me. Goodbye.
Where'd you get to?
Oh, nowhere. I just had to get something.
Any sign of Pippa?
Yeah, she's coming now.
Hurry up. I'm double parked.
Oh, you took your time.
I called your lovable flatmate's bluff.
What?
I told her the police were on their way, so she flushed the rest of her drugs down the loo.
Oh, go on.
Well, what did she say when they didn't turn up?
Oh, she acted tough, told me I'd pay. What else could she do? Look, at this rate, I'm going to get a ticket. I phoned Bobby. She knows we're on our way.
Pippa's mad. She doesn't know the drug scene.
Oh, come on. No one's going to bother with Pippa.
Well, why not? She crossed them. They're not going to like that.
They're not going to chase her down to some boat.
Steve, if they want to get even, they will.
Come on, she's waiting.
Oh, wait. I'm nervous.
What about?
Going back.
Well, you don't have to be.
It's going to be hard facing Bobby and people like Alison.
Oh, they'll be okay. Come on, she's waiting. Come on.
Oh, wait, I've got to do something.